chains, in the dust we feel the pain. Through the smoke, through the flames, we'll mine the earth and stake our claim. Crush the earth, tear it apart, with iron fist we'll steal its heart. As conveyors scream, Hulk trucks roar, we mine the depths out of ore. Wash the gold, the black and cold, dig through the dark, we take control. With steel and fire we blaze the trail, in the blind we will prevail. Beneath the earth, a world unknown, we carve through stone to claim the throne. Washing golden river stain, where blood and sweat have been ordained. The hull trucks roar, the engines cry, as we push forward, never shy. A mountain's weight, a burden's toll, we dig the earth and take its soul. Hell down, break the chains, in the dust we feel the pain. Through the smoke, through the flames, we'll mine the earth and stake our claim. Crush the earth, tear it apart, with iron fist we'll steal its heart. If conveyors scream, all trucks roar, we mine the depths out of ore. Watch the gold, the black and cold, dig through the dark, we take control. With steel and fire we blaze the trail, in the blind we will prevail. We will prevail. Tunnels deep and caverns wide, where the miners we don't hide. We strike the earth, we crush the stone, forged in fire we take the throne. Cold blood in the dirt, we sacrifice, we feel the hurt. Metal screams, engines scream in the belly of the machine. Crush it, grind it down. Coal and gold, we own this crowd. Break the stone, tear the sky, in the depth we rise, we climb. Crush the earth, tear it apart, with iron fists we'll steal its heart. As the conveyors scream, all trucks roar, we mine the depths out of ore. Watch the gold, the black and cold, dig through the dark, we take control. With steel and fire we blaze the trail, in the blind we will prevail. Scream the engines, let them howl, in the blackened earth we prowl. Mind breaking, forging fate, in the earth we dominate. We dominate.
Yo, what's going on, dirt nerds? That's right, we are here. I know it's been a little bit, been about a week, for me, but we're gonna be showing you guys the upcoming updates. This is the early showcase look. You guys know we like to get in here and when it's stable enough to, well, beat up and show you guys, give you guys a little hype for this update. It's a big one. I don't even know what to really call this update. Have they even put a name to this yet, Grumpy?
Physics update, right?
Physics update? Yeah. Yeah. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you guys are having had a great week. You know, like I said, a lot of you guys have been wondering where I'm at. Obviously, you guys know what was going on. We can't hide that. Split means no stream. Split means something's going on. So, yeah, we've been extremely busy in testing and getting ready to show this off to you guys. Keep in mind, after this streams we're done here today, we're going to be going for probably about an hour and a half. Just kind of get in. We're going to go over the update for you guys, and then I'll be posting a video, short video for you guys, so that way you guys can, you know, people have missed it, don't want to watch this whole thing over again, you guys will be able to see that there. So, yeah, appreciate you guys for being here. All right, that's all we have for you today. The update's broken. It's delayed for 5 months. We'll catch you guys later. Peace out. I'm just kidding.
That checks out.
No, it's good to go. Grumpy, do you have your thing up there, bud? So we can kind of start.
Sure.
Let's just tease them a little bit with some of the other stuff before we get into the other things like Dozer, like that. So yeah. Let's let them roll in here a little bit. So yeah, Grumpy does have the patch. Thank you, Grumpy. And of course, I can't read them. Do you want to pick one to read off? Because it's on my other monitor and it's tiny. I guess I can't really see it. Like,
world performance, world deformation. Now auto selects optimal thread count based on your CPU, configured at first launch after the update. Now, if you already have it set at something, it will keep whatever setting you had. But if you haven't set it before, it'll
let me jump to my screen. So what he's talking about here is This is one of the performance changes that's under the performance thing. You guys were looking at the Friday news. This is the world deformation thread. You can set it to whatever you want, but like you were saying, it'll automatically do it now for you. So that way, if you're new playing the game, you don't have to worry about that, right? It'll automatically set for you depending on what CPU you have. What is the next one there, Grumpy? So I can set that up.
Voxel edits now cache nearby values and materials for improved performance. Green
Okay.
layer.
Let me I guess let's go way over here in the middle of the thing. This one affects a lot of you guys. I know a lot of you guys have been talking about, well, I can't even play the game. My computer's amazing. I don't know what's going on. Let's grab a few excavators here. I guess it doesn't really matter which one. Go put them somewhere flat. So you guys, a lot of you guys know what the green layer lag is, right? You guys have all seen it. You guys have all been victim to it. I mean, it doesn't matter how fast your computer is, it still happens. All right, I got them over here, Grumpy. So when you guys know, like when you first jump into a new map and you're digging and you start dig ground and you're like, oh, okay. This will even happen on old maps, like when you're out moving material around and things like that, right? So what'll happen is when you first break the ground, there's no value set for the ground right here, pretty much, in a sense, kind of like layman's terms, where it doesn't have any values, so it has to generate all the values all at one time, right? So what'll happen is it'll generate it, it'll process it, it shoots it to your memory on your computer, you know, nerdy talk, right? And therefore it causes a little lag. Well, now the world's already kind of pre-cached a little bit, so therefore that generation's already kind of pre-happened. So then you can get those nice scoops without having any really crazy lag anymore. And this also comes into effect with anything like the Dozer or anything like that too, right? So like if I go into first person, I know a lot of you guys, I've seen a lot of you guys playing the game, and all of a sudden you'll dig in and then you'll hit some lag real bad right there. Doesn't happen at all. So this is probably one of the most early game performance increases to most of the players that pick up out of order, right? And starting your new saves. Now, one thing too is, see this hole now? Now, if I was to save the game and come back in, when you come back in, this wouldn't be as laggy when you're digging in it. So now you don't got to do that whole thing. You don't got to dig down so deep to where everything's already pre-generated, which it's kind of crazy how big of an update that little teeny thing is. I think people might go, well, they read it, they may look over it in the patch notes, but they don't know what it really changes, right? So yeah, it's a big one. It works for all the pieces of machinery. It'll work for your bucket wheels, it'll work for the dozers, it'll work for obviously the excavators, and so on and so forth, right? Will that affect old saves from before the update? Yes. Everything works on all the saves. And thank you very much for that donation. We'll go over your question there, Jarrett, in a little bit, in a sec, when we get to that section. Okay, what is the next thing on the list, Grumpy?
Added fog density scale option.
Oh. I need to go to a drone for this one. Go to a drone. This one. I need to go to a drone for this one. Added the fog density. One of the things I think that a lot of you guys that we've heard in our live streams, in our chats, like it, as you can tell, the fog is insane, right? You can't even see to like the bottom of the pit or anything like that. So it's more prevalent on the mine rescue, where the mine site's dug out a lot more, right? And let me kind of show you what that looks like. So under the graphics setting, you're gonna be able to scroll down, and you now have this fog density scale down here, right? At the very bottom of your thing when you scroll all the way down. Let's go ahead and go to half. Go ahead and hit save. Big difference on half, correct? What do you guys think, chat? Big difference? Like big difference between full and half, right? So that's just the difference between full and half. I already think half makes the game look dramatically better, right? Let you guys see how you guys are feeling about full to half. Huge difference, right? Now mind you, the fog only really comes into effect on Scandinavia and Iron Mountain Pit, right? So you kind of got to take those things with a, the other maps don't have as bad a fog. And it's a big one because if you have bigger saves or you want to showcase your details a little bit, also the game looks really washed out, like grayed out, because technically it is, right? It is washed out and grayed out, right? So that's full, that's half, and that's a quarter. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. This is about where all the other maps are, all of the other maps, right? Except for Scandinavia and Iron Mountain Pit, which are at full fog all the time. Do you guys think that this is better than half? I guess is the information I, kind of gather some information from you guys. Do you guys think that half looks better, or do you guys think that quarter looks better? And you guys can also see what is starting to emerge. And I'm not using any filters on my thing. I'm not using, oh gosh, I'm having a brain fart. What is it called? Oh man, I'm having a brain fart today. Reshader. Yeah, there you go. I'm not using reshader or anything like that. This is just a stock game as you see it. What are you noticing? The colors are starting to emerge. It's not grayed out anymore, right? There's it actually, you're like, oh, okay, hey, there's my color. There's a little bit more warmth to the world. The browns aren't grayed out. The blues and everything like that, and the greens are a lot more vibrant. Okay, so that's a quarter. Now this is none. Now let me know what you guys think. Which one do you think is better? None, quarter, half, or full? You look around. But we'll go back to quarter. Then we'll go back to none.
Yes, fog setting should affect fog setting underground too, I believe.
Yeah, 1 second here. I'll show you guys that here in a sec too. That's let me
I think the light fog works, but I think they could even do better if they just, fix some of the other fog stuff as well. Reduce it.
oh, it's not let me go underground with that drone. Where is that one? Here we go. So it does remove all the fog. So let's go and show you what it looks like underground. Let's go back to full. All right. Fog obviously goes everywhere. But theoretically, you are this is an exploit glitch of being able to go under the world and see under the world, right? It is. Let's be honest about it. It is 100% is. Most video games do not allow you to go underneath the world, right? And there's a good reason for it. The skybox looks jacked up. Look, hey, look, you can see the moon, right? This is, so yes, this does take effect at nighttime as well too. It will make your underground kind of experience a little bit darker. But yeah. This we are in multiplayer right now because, well, Grumpy's sitting there. So yeah. So yeah, now what I mean, this is maybe some people may look at this and go, "Oh, boo, they wasted their time fixing that." No. I can tell you one thing from playing on Scandinavian Iron Mountain Pits myself personally. it is very depressing looking at this. It's very right? That's not all. That's not all. Okay, let's go back. Let's leave it on full, and this is gonna take a second. So give me 2 secs here. We're gonna change the timing here. And we're gonna shoot this to nighttime. It's gonna take a little bit. It's gonna take a little bit. And also too, we've noticed no performance. Well, I haven't noticed any performance in changing it to no fog, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to nighttime and we're gonna show you guys something. I think this is quite crazy. While this is kind of like a little thing to do, it has so much impact on a lot of different things. See, it's getting, this is full fog, right? And the sun's gonna go down. Once the sun goes down, it gets kind of crazy. We'll just leave it on full fog for right now. But this green layer lag, I know a lot of you guys in the chat have messaged me. Do you lag split when you're playing? Do you lag like when you first digging into the game, when you first open up the game? Sometimes. It's very rare. It depends on what we're doing in multiplayer. Damn tree, get out of my way, bro. What the hell? Oh, hey, while we're talking about the trees now synchronize better in multiplayer. So, yeah, I guess we have trees. Yeah, so the trees will...
Still don't follow her?
No, they don't follow her still, don't.
Fail.
Damn. You should not be walking around your world and some players see a tree in some location and not in another. Okay, we're pretty much about as dark as the game can get. I know, right? Oh, weird. So let's go and turn...
to take down certain trees and stuff should be fixed.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so that's about as dark as we're going to get. And the fog is on. Are we on fog? No graphics. We're on full fog. It's not foggy over here now all of a sudden. It's not foggy over here. Held the change. Where's me fog? Dark Side's like, haha, split. Already fixed it, noob. You had to have turned the scatter on, Grumpy.
I think so.
I think you turned the scatter on. So you guys know exactly what happens with the light plumage when it would hit the fog, correct? Right? It was just dismal in front of the equipment. You couldn't see anything. Like the fog made the lights just absolutely poo-poo, right? Yeah, we might need to go deeper in the pit, Grumpy. That is true. Chad is right. We might need to be a little deeper down here. Go jump into the pit. Let's go jump on down in here. It's a little not easy. It also seems like the fog is not too bad during the nighttime as anymore. They were tweaking a lot of the stuff even all the way up to last night. So, yep. Jump down here. Okay. Go jump down here. And it's about the same. All right. There, it's a little worse down here. Okay, now you can see how it like plumes out and it's like it kind of washes everything out. They've done a little bit of adjustments to things, but you can see how it goes crazy, right? And kind of like everything goes way too bright and you're like, what's going on here? All right, let's go to none. See, now the light doesn't carry through the fog, but that it also brings in another problem. What are the lights not doing now? If you remove something that it can't reflect off of, what is it doing? They're not projecting far enough, like a real light would. Right? So it kind of shows certain elements with the fog being the way it is, and it's also not casting other things, right? They need more distance. Exactly. So it's, there's obviously more tweaks and stuff that they have to do. This is something they were just fiddling with at the last moment because these devs are badasses. And like literally days and days and days before, or like a week before, they're still adding new things constantly and fixing new stuff as they finish one thing. You know, they go back and look through the bug reports and go, oh, hey, let's change this or let's change that, or let's try to squeak this into the update. And, you know, so the fog was kind of one of those things. I mean, I absolutely love the no fog. And even quarter. I settle between quarter and none. Right. I think that the amount of fog at quarter for my liking, my personal liking, is it's too high, but that's just me. Everybody's got their own, you know, their own thing, right? You throw a bed down so we can sleep. Put us closer to daytime. Yeah, it is. I like this one. This one's a good one. Next day. I think we broke something. You just don't want to sleep in the bed with me, do you?
I really don't care. I mean,
Take your
it's
boots
fine.
off. Listen, take your boots off before
No.
you get into this bed.
I'll leave my socks on.
Are they dirty?
Probably.
Oh, I like
Not
them. I
really.
get in this bed. Why isn't it skipping the? Okay, wait, something's broken. Okay, never mind. Don't pay attention to that. It's
You have it locked at night. If you have it locked at night.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, now, yeah. Ooh,
Yay.
okay. It's just, is it locked at night? No, it's not locked at night. What are you talking about? No, it's not at all. All right, let's go ahead and let's get the day back again. Day and nighttime. All right, back up. Let's go and get some sunlight because we're going to need a little bit more sunlight. Just put them both up there because sometimes at the end of your night cycle, it'll be a little weird. Do the socks have holes? No.
Maybe.
Okay. Now I'll turn this back off. And we should be better off now. Okay. Go ahead and jump up out of the hole. And we'll go back here. Alrighty. Okay, dokie, okie dokie. Next one on the list, Grumpy.
Store
have-
UI performance improvement.
Okay. Well, there's no real way for me to kind of show you how it's performed because I don't have my my FPS HUD up here or anything like that. But a lot of you guys have been reporting that the performance in these menus in the store is just horrible for you guys. I did when I had my performance thing up and running, I didn't see any drops, but I never really have. So, you know, I tested on my wife's computer. Didn't really see any problems between the old the old version was a little lower to the new version. So that's going to be another performance increase in the performance section. What's the next one on the list, Grumpy?
We should skip that one and go down to the production.
I can't read it. It's too small on my screen.
I know.
We should skip that
So
one.
get down. We can go down to production, conveyors, and building.
All right, we'll go down
Which
there.
is-
Okay. Yeah. We'll skip that one for right now. We'll skip that one
Added
for right
2
now.
meter. Added 2 meter straight conveyor with power. Letting you inject
No,
power.
we don't want to show that right yet.
Midline.
No. Hold on. Wait, what are you
Okay.
talking? What? Hold.
Okay.
you
No, that
listen.
wasn't done. Ignore it.
Listen.
Didn't
You can't give up the goods this early in the stream. What in the Grumpy? Damn it!
Okay, I need to
How
skip
come you don't
2.
put your
I'm
glasses
sorry.
on?
Damn it,
I
Grumpy!
skipped 2. Should have skipped more than 1.
Damn it, Grumpy! Damn. It's hard to find good help around here nowadays, guys. Sheesh. Okay, let's get down here and show them. That's it. There. We'll show them. Okay.
This was not in the patch notes.
This
from
was
Friday
not
news.
in the patch notes. This was not in the Friday news patch notes. So this is the first time all of you guys are seeing this. So let's grab some production pieces. Oh wait, you guys can't see those either. Oh no! Damn it! I showed them the candy on the. Oh man! Now they saw that we can still get the old stuff. Oh no! I'm gonna turn that off right now before I get myself in trouble and I leak the launch codes. Oops. Oh no.
There's nothing to see.
Nothing to see there, okay? Nothing to see there. All right. Let's see. We got let's take a look here. What am I looking for? I'm looking for power, factory, power. Let's grab like 4 coal, and then we have this new one here. The straight power input. We're gonna grab like, you want to grab a bunch of conveyors and a couple hoppers?
Cut hopper thing over here.
Grab some cables and stuff. Yeah. So you guys have all had these. You know, you guys have all made a wash plant, right? I don't need to explain that to you guys. All right. So, you know, pretty much most everybody starts off with like a 10x power speed. Then they'll run a hopper. You'll dump into said hopper, and it goes down your belt line, right? Or you'll start off with whatever. The last thing, well, most of you guys have to build the. I don't have the thing up so I can show you guys. Most of you guys build that World War II looking symbol, freaking pattern on the ground that, you know, should, you know, and then you guys spam like a billion windmills in it. Yeah, it's not needed no more. You don't really need to do that at all. You can just do this. You can just snap it in. And put a couple in here like this. Connect some power to that. And then you just snap them to the poles, right? So you could, if you don't want to use coal, you could use a pylon and then snap a couple windmills to the pylon, right? Now, the really cool thing is, and I don't think they added, if they did, and if I click on this and there is a capacity, I'm gonna give somebody a hug. I don't know who it's gonna be, but
You're safe. You don't have to give any hug.
I don't have to give anybody a hug. Damn it.
No.
Okay. So this is, you can add these in anywhere in your line. You want to set up a little you know, the merger thing exploit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go set one up over here real quick, like over in this area, so people can get a little bit of a visual on how the merger exploit's kind of used. But there is no reason to do the merger exploit really anymore. Because like I said, you can always just put a pylon here and then run multiple windmills to the maximum capacity of the pylon, and then connect the pylon to this. Right? Now, here's something that I kind of want to explain. This is what you would technically call system 0, right? So this is system 0 on your wash plant. This would be all one system. And if you went with an up conveyor here, and then you dropped into another part, and then you broke that line, the second line would be system 1, right? So it's not going to be powered. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because this is going to lead right into what we're going to talk about next. But Grumpy's kind of setting up the old way of making power banks. It's honestly, this should be kind of like, with like a little bit of a sub add to it, a performance update as well. Because how many of you guys use like ridiculous amounts of windmills, and you're starting to notice in extra belts, right? All these extra belts. How many of you guys are starting to notice that your stuff is lagging to all hell and back, right? And you're like, wow, I'm lagging. Oh my goodness, right? Like, well, that's part of the reason why you're lagging. And that also goes into something else we'll talk about in a bit. But yeah, now you can hook all these in. So system 0 is this whole system here. Now, the really cool thing is that you have, say, system 0 here. It's all plugged in. I can click on this. It's kind of a bummer we don't have a full capacity. Like, we can't tell what the capacity is right now. Also, we need coal in here. Let me grab some coal real quick. I know, right? How dare me not be fully set up with, like, things, right? How dare you not be ready? And let's turn that on. Let's turn it on. You got that side too? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to notice something new here as well. And this is going to be a part of the other conveyor system. So we're kind of in the conveyor production tutorial part of it. All right. So now we have these red blinking lights. These lights were, before we put coal in there, before we turned these on, these were just off, right? They weren't blinking. now we have an indicator to let you know the system is good to go. All you got to do is turn it on. And then once you do that, they all turn green. So that way you know where there's a problem. If something didn't like, I see a lot of you guys having this issue right here. Let me go into free play. Sometimes a lot of people have this issue in the game where they'll try to do this. They'll try to like line it up like manually, and then they'll like try to click it into place somehow. Right? I don't even know how you guys managed to do that. Like, you know what I mean? Where it kind of looks like it's lined up, but it's not. And then you wonder, yeah, why there's no power. Well, that's why. And now you'll be able to easily see what is powered and what is not powered. And then if you turn these off, let's go ahead and turn those
break
off.
it like that.
Oh, hold on, yeah. Or if you break it, look what happens, right? So this will technically turn into system. And if I turn this on, see how it's powered, right? Yeah, I have power, but there's no control. And then when he puts it back on, it goes back in the line. So you'll be a very easy way to see where something's broken, or you didn't have it there at all, right? Or it's not good to go, right? But this whole thing, so the cool thing about the dual hoppers right now is the dual hoppers will take left and right side and merge them all into one power bank now. So all these, was it 4200 times 4 is my overall power for system 0 now plugged into this. Pipelines are,
Next question.
Next question. Yeah, next question. Good call, Dopey. Yeah.
Oh, since you mentioned hoppers, the other update too is now hoppers will not overload the right-hand side of the dual hopper.
Yeah. So that is a very good one too while we're on the hopper section here. So what he means is pretty much you guys know how when you're feeding to plant and one side of the output fills up more than the other, and then all of a sudden you look at your hopper and it's like overloaded on one side and not the other, right? That's now fixed. So therefore, you guys know how like the belts would start leaking and stuff? That won't happen because the hopper lines will feed correctly into left and right. So that's another one that's really good. So no more losing material in the production system in that department. Also too, I don't have a demonstration here. Actually, we do. Can you put a couple air hoppers up real quick, Grumpy?
Hopper?
I guess we can't show it because we can't show it because it's fixed now. You guys know the leaky hoppers, how everything just falls to the ground, and all of a sudden, if you guys have like a ton of hoppers, I mean, this will go to the bagger players. All you guys that play with the bucket wheels probably want to pay attention to this part. You know, when you're using the dual hoppers and you have a big, giant, long belt line strung out, and you're just pile driving material into them constantly for days, they don't leak out the bottom anymore. And there was another issue that the developers found, that when the hoppers were transporting material and stuff like that, it was causing lag, and then you drop down like 20, 30, 40, 50 frames per second, like while depending on your computer. That's now fixed. It doesn't do that. It doesn't drop stuff all the way like underneath the ground. You don't see this giant long string of material following through the belts. That's all good to go now. So you should be able to run dual hopper lines all the way throughout, but I mean, there might be a compounding issue later on down the road. We did test a pretty big save that has, you know, hundreds of belts and things like that, right? So
see if I can get that clip up real quick.
So, you see if you can get the clip up real quick? Okay.
Yeah, it'll take a second.
Yeah. So that, I mean, this one here, I think was the belt change. Oh, yeah, one thing too. There's another thing here too. Wait, what? Conveyor analyzer. That's another thing too. Ah, right. That's something new. I haven't seen that yet. All right, so you have this trusty little handheld device in your hand now. Me holding on to it. Now, I don't kind of know the purpose of it, but maybe it's for something later. But when you look at it, you can see that it says power on. But has power, see? Hear how it says has power? So that'll tell you the state that you're actually in by looking at it if you don't know what these little lights mean, right? So that's that, and then Grumpy's kind of going to get the clip real quick so you guys can see it. Of
Yeah,
the
sorry.
with it's all good. If you can't find it, it's not big. I think everybody here has been victim of the hoppers leaking everywhere, right? It seems kind of pointless. I'll be honest. I kind of said the same thing. Like it's a little redundant because the lights are way. I honestly feel. How do you guys feel about it? Do you guys think that the lights are cooler than the analyzer, or is the analyzer kind of redundant? Now, my first thought was, and I don't know, and keep in mind, I don't know. My first thought was, well, maybe the analyzer is going to have another feature down the road or something like that. And like I said, I have no clue. This is me completely guessing, right? Like that maybe the analyzer might be like, it'll tell you like maybe the status of it, like if it needs to be repaired or something along those lines, right? So I'm thinking
Okay,
that might be
I have
used
it
for
up.
something later, or could be used for something later. Now there's also a reason, but I can't talk about it. There's a reason why the
Okay.
analyzer exists, and now the lights exist. So there was a reason for it, and that is because this game does follow iterative design massively, where the analyzer was the original way of doing it, finding out the system, but then they obviously came up with a better idea and did the lights. Right? I can't go into much more than that. So it's not like they wasted their time on purpose just to put something in. The handheld was the original thing, right? So before you go dev
Put the
bashing,
video up.
all right, go and play it. So this is what happens with the leaky belts, and you can obviously see the performance hit on Grumpy's PC while he was recording this, right? That's what we used to deal with. That's what a lot of you guys used to have problems with, like completely, right?
And there's another issue on top of this too that was fixed. So
Yes, then there was another issue on top of it. Yeah, so that's the issue that was fixed as well. Yeah, that happened to all the dual hoppers in this game. So now when we've tested dual hoppers, they don't have any performance hit at all. Like for a not like trying to like flex, but my computer did only drop like 10 frames per second on that same clip that Grumpy was just showing. Where other people we brought in, they were dropping like 30, 40 frames per second. And welcome everybody that's in the chat watching. Appreciate you guys.
yeah.
We're just slowly going through
And
the
we're
update here, guys. That's going to be coming out here soon.
and after the update, I was only dropping 2 frames per second for all the hoppers. So
Yes, because
it
it
was
is
a big
still
upgrade.
a massive comp to move all these values constantly. Right? It is a massive amount of computation units that's required to send all that data through the belts, especially if you guys have monstrous wash plants, right? So this should help curb the issues with the wash plant and you guys having to exploit power. Right? So this is a big W for the game. Like it may
all you hopper guys. Big
all
win.
you hopper guys, all you guys that are playing like with these ridiculous crazy wash plants, power banks, windmills out the booty hole, like gigantic freaking H pattern grids of like tons of conveyor belts. And I know you guys' computers might already be suffering before that. This is going to fundamentally change the performance and possibly the way you guys are building your plants, because you guys can add these anywhere, right? Anywhere you want. Right? And you could turn them off and on from this point too as well. Right? And you don't have to power this cable anymore back here.
And you can turn it on and off from any of the the power inputs, which is nice.
Yeah,
But
and you can turn them
if
off.
you want to remote turn it off, you can just put your power output down there and turn it on and off. You don't.
Yeah. You could actually run a belt like this. You could actually run a belt like this up and into like a tower and then put like one of these in there and kind of make like a little station to come in and turn your system on. Do whatever you want. It would be cool. Like Grumpy and I were talking about, we were kind of like theory crafting. What would be really cool with this would be maybe some type of like a box like this, but it has a power conduit on it with a plug. And then we had a control panel so we could run a wire up to like a somewhere and we could turn parts of the plant off or on, depending on what parts we were, say, plugged into. So say this is system 1, system 2, system 3, system 4, would be nice to have a power switches plugged into each starting connection of each system. That way you could turn them off and turn them on. Or if you wanted to route something, say, from this area to that area, you could also simulate doing that as well. So that'd be kind of cool if they could do something like that, like an extension onto what they've just built here. But this is fundamentally a power rework. Now we were supposed to get this power rework a while ago. I'll just say that. We were supposed to get it a while ago, but it needed some work. It needed work. It needed time to cook. Like I said, that's why they have the analyzer as well as the lights now. I think they went with the right choice and put the lights in. I think the lights make it really nice that you can say, oh, what has power when it doesn't have power at all, they're just dark. Right, so, but yeah, I do agree 100%. The analyzer is redundant, but the lights are much better. Oh, what else do we have here? What else do we have? Do we have anything else in the productions, performance, and anything like that to go over, Grumpy? Are we missing anything?
Sorry.
I don't think we are. No pee right now.
Oh, was. Give me a
Yeah,
break.
bro.
Come on.
Yeah, this assistants are hard to.
I'm an old guy.
good.
When I have to pee, I have to pee.
Old assistants are hard to find. Damn it.
There's issue of dumping effects triggered. Storage
Yes.
containers are now paintable.
Oh yeah. A paint. No, if I lose power, dudes, I'm sorry. We are in a full-on windstorm. I know, right? Every time I go to do
An update
like
stream without that.
an update stream or important streams, Split has power like cyclones going on. Yeah, okay. And so pretty much now you can paint storage containers as well. So a lot of you guys have been asking to be able to paint these things, right? Well, now you can. And a lot of you guys have been asking to be able to paint the coal plants, and you can. I know, right? Some people may not care about that, but a lot of you guys are like, your OCD is like, I can't paint this or I can't paint that. My build is stupid. I'm uninstalling the game. That's it. I'm going to Reddit to yell at the devs. Yes. No, you can now paint some more. Okay. Yep. So you can, yeah, finally. Can we paint concrete? If I clicked it and it did it, that'd be amazing, but no, you can't. Can't. So I wonder if you can paint the sell point. Oh, that's it. Useless devs, how dare. Out of here. That's it.
Try the silos. The silos don't work.
Oh, the silos aren't painted either? Oh, that's right. The top tower doesn't paint. The bottom frame does. Yep. That's it. That's it. Uninstalling. No, just kidding.
Well,
So
they're
that's
actually slightly
also
different colors too, T-Bone.
Yeah, they're also different colors too. But then again, they also probably play with fog on in the editor. So I mean, getting the colors right with that fog is probably difficult. Okay, what else do we have for the productions tutorial and power? What else do we got?
Snap points on water pumps for wall-mounted pylon.
Oh, that's
correctly.
Right. Get some. You want to get some things like up the water pump? You have cables.
Yeah, cables.
So we're gonna put this thing here, and then probably get the wall mounted as well.
Yeah, mounted ones.
You guys, you do me a solid, bros. Smash that
Ooh.
like button. I'd appreciate it, man. We also
Snap
have
into the
something else to
side.
go over here in a little bit. else says we'll go over all the dozers. That's kind of like the creme de la creme of this update. So we're kind of getting all the little stuff done first, and then we'll. Oh, I have something to tell you guys. So, assuming that the power lets me make it that far, okay, that the windstorm doesn't take me out. All right. So the other thing too is a lot of you guys are saying, well, you can't snap power pylons to certain things, and they don't square up automatically. You have to like rotate them to be able to snap them on. Right? That's all fixed, as well as you can now free place cables. So
They'll snap in pre-placement.
yeah, where's this my wizard? No, wrong cable. It's power cable. I was like, why isn't it showing up, dude? So in free mode, you can now snap. Yeah, you can now snap, and then also you click, and then you can also get rid of the cable now too. So you can click it, and you're like, oh crap, I snapped to the wrong thing. You can just now right click, and it comes off. So you can snap it somewhere else, right?
Which I think is new, honestly.
It is new.
I know I asked for it, but I couldn't remember if it's new or not.
Yeah, it's new. So yeah, that's another big one too for a lot of people that are like, damn it, now I got to destroy the stupid thing and then reconnect it and do all that. You know, a lot of you guys that play with the power stuff all the time are probably like rejoicing right now. Oh my goodness. What the hell? So that's all fixed. Okay, what else we got, Grumpy?
Oh, let me get my page back up.
Grumpy's just running around with this red cable sticking out. How gross.
I don't think the windstorm stirred yet. I think that was just a weird power flicker.
Coal plant panel, we covered that. Snap point, cables, done. Right mouse, cancel power placement. Fixed directional arrow not visible when placing large hoppers. That is fixed too.
We got down there. What else we got?
Fixed track sprocket rollers not rotating on baggers on B model variants.
All right, let me want to spawn a bagger. Bagger out. So all the sprockets and stuff like that will now rotate and stuff on the baggers. We'll show you real quick. Just throw that fat piggy anywhere and just give it a slap and make it into bacon. Let's go. All right, there we go. Go and jump in because I why am I?
Yeah, you can't see it.
Hey, Grumpy, go jump out real quick. Go, jump out real quick, bud. You know when you got into bed with me earlier?
Yeah.
You could wiggle it in your face.
That sound so
Cross the
wrong.
stream.
Yeah.
Cross the stream. Wait, can you see? Hold on. Can you see my wiggle?
I'm not in game.
Can you? Oh,
You can't see the other person's wiggle.
Oh man. I was hoping.
That's a bug. Everybody report that.
You gotta report that. Gotta be able to cross the streams. That's it. It's gotta be fixed. I need to be able to see your red line. All right, so all of the sprockets and stuff like that move for a lot of you guys that were like, you know, how dare you? Everything moves. Man, it looks good though, man. Unplayable, that's it. Yeah, so that's all new. That's all been changed for you guys that have been reporting that and spamming that up. Okay, let's get that big old boy out of the way. What's our next thing there?
Fix switching vehicles from vehicle list could cause character to appear in a previous vehicle.
Okay, well, we can't demonstrate that, but I'm sure a lot of you guys have been victim of that. When you go into your map and then you go drive, and then your character will still be in that vehicle back there. And I gotta do the run shame now. That's all fixed, right? So that's all good to go. I do not know if they fixed the issue where if I'm in, what was that one? If I'm in it, or if I'm not in it and then I switch to it and my character's not there, that one should be fixed now too with that, right?
I
How
think so.
how all
I'm
of a
not
sudden
sure
you
we
just
tested it.
how all of a sudden you just be in the sky and you couldn't do anything and you had to close your game completely when you hop from the drone and things like that, right? So
Yeah, you can't
that
you
one,
can't spawn an extra character now anymore.
yeah, so you can't spawn an extra character anymore, so that character shouldn't be spawning inside the vehicle, right? Yes, this save is the save that we have for download. So if you guys want this, you can join my Discord. It's in my download section. This is the mine rescue one. All you have to do is slap it into your folder. There's a readme. This is not the current pit how we have it now. So let's see. What's the next one, Grubby?
Fixed exhaust not following baggers correctly.
Yep. So the exhaust.
So for clients on MP, this is an MP issue.
Yeah. So this is a
You wouldn't
multiplayer
see
issue.
this.
Yeah. So the exhaust will follow now.
Drones and multiplayer. This is gonna get people's ire up. Fixed issues where
Oh,
drones
hold
can
on.
cause bad player state.
Hold on. Turn to inventory. Okay, this one we might get some booze in the chat. Be nice, chat. Be nice. There's probably a reason for this. Be nice. There's probably a reason for this. We don't know what it is, but there's probably a reason for it.
Oh no!
Anybody see the problem? Cam's unplayable now. That's it. Well, I know you guys have been. My theory is they're probably going to be putting out the man lift at some point. So being able to stand on top of a drone is kind of a exploit. And as you can see, they have been kind of focusing on removing exploitive things. And, you know, yeah, being able to not do that, right? So no more riding on the drones. But that also fixes when, when you're in a drone, you save and then you exit and you come back in and your character is standing on the drone. It also fixes that. Also, too, teleporting to other vehicles from the drone and everything like that is also fixed as well. So my guess, and this is purely a guess, is that they're probably coming out with the man lift, like they've said like a while ago in the thing, and that's a pure guess. Don't know, no clue.
But they also may have needed to do it to fix some of the other issues. People disconnecting edge cases when piloting the drone, which is another fix in this.
Yeah, they also piloting the drone kind of got a little fixed, a little bit better. A couple of things like that got fixed as well.
If you're a client and you get disconnected now, you will actually get a pop-up message telling you there was a connection error versus just returning to the menu.
Yeah, so
which is nice.
So yeah, when you're playing multiplayer, guys, what he just said is pretty much when you get disconnected, it'll tell you you've been disconnected, not like, well, what the hell happened? So that will pop up now. Also, too, I can't really show it on my screen right now, but when you're in multiplayer, it'll actually tell you when a player's joining the session versus it's saving. So now it'll say player joining, or it'll say saving session, deform lock, right? So it will tell you that, right? So that's another one too as
that's
well.
A nice one.
Yeah, that's a nice multiplayer tweak and change. We will be showing the Dozers, guys. Yes. We just want to get all the other little things that most people overlook. Most people, when you watch their videos and stuff like that, they'll overlook the little things, but the little things are important in so many different ways, right? So
the rest of the stuff won't take too much longer.
To answer the questions about the power pylons, you're not spamming unnecessary power and stuff like that, and you're building your plants and stuff like that kind of correctly, you won't need to like exploit stuff everywhere. I mean, this really does fix a lot of that stuff, right? Like all of our plants that can handle 16 players do not require that much power. So like even this much power right here would power a plant for 16 players for us. Right.
Easily.
So easily. This right here would easily power a 16-player plant that's needed to be efficient as well. So but that's all up to you guys to figure out, and you guys can go yell at the developers if you guys don't like it. We're just showcasing what's here for you guys. So we're just players. We're not devs. We're just players showcasing what these guys are putting out and how it's going to affect the upcoming update, right? So what else we got, Grumpy?
Increased money limit.
Oh, yes, yes. So if you go into the bank and you go to, you know, your loan, well, it's bank buttons today split bank. So you know how you have your funds and transfer. So the bank could only hold like, what was it, like 2 billion? Yeah, no, that number is ridiculous now. It's ridiculous. It can hold, what was it, like, I don't even know what the number is. It's not big.
Or
What, quintillion or something like that? Like, it's
something like that. Yeah, it's stupid.
Split, you underestimate the amount of belts that we can lay out. No, trust me, I was the original belt spaghetti. I fully know. But there's also an ends to a mean depending on what you're doing. And, you know, I mean, I get a lot of you guys want super hardcore belt spaghetti satisfactory style gameplay across the whole map, but when the game's telling you no, you might need to rethink what you're doing when you're getting 1 frame per second, right? So
I mean, the kind of belt system this game has is fundamentally different from what you have in Satisfactory.
yes.
And they have to perform, and they have to have different performance needs.
Yes.
Every belt you place in this game requires a tick. At some point, the processor has to spend time dealing with that piece of that belt.
Yes.
So they don't want you to spam 5,000 belts all over the map. That causes a problem.
Okay. So the other thing too is, so now we have the big giant fix that people can have more than 1.2 billion or 2.1 billion or whatever it is, 2.1 something.
Yep.
Yeah. 9 quintillion or
total
something like that.
prices.
9 quinturthorse billion, whatever the number is. Yeah. Something like that. It's a big one. Also what else was there? What's the other one here? We'll get there. Calm down, impatient people. Calm down. We'll get to the dozers and graders. Calm down.
Not too much more left.
Not too much
Store
more
prices
left.
update immediately with skills.
Okay. Yeah. So pretty much when you go into your talent tree and you have the vendor negotiations and stuff like that all purchased, you guys were noticing that the prices in the store weren't changing. Now they'll actually change. Right. So that's all fixed between your skill prices and pricing. That's another one. What's the other one? What else do we got?
This fixed crashes caused by company logos after doing multiple.
Yeah, so people that had multiplayer crashes when you came in and you had logos, that should be fixed too, as well. What's up, guys? Welcome.
Company saves have been moved to app data.
Oh, yes.
They tried to move them out of app data, and it caused problems with people having with virus scanners and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, so they had to fix all that for you guys, so then hopefully you guys aren't crashing because of company logos and stuff like that anymore. What else we got? What else we got in this thing? It's a big update, dudes. It changes a lot.
Some physics crash code removed for that. Manual save now resets auto save interval, so you won't have to have another save right after you just manually save.
Yes. I won't change that.
The box of world now provides reason for the date when it's locked, saving versus client joining, which we talked about.
Mm-hmm. Talk about
They
that.
added last edited date to the company XML. They fixed the Valhalla quest, requesting steel plates instead of steel sheets. They fixed some spelling mistakes, which I never noticed because I can't spell.
Yeah, that's useless for me. I can't spell either, so.
They fixed an issue where time scale wouldn't update immediately after saving options, or it would not update until being applied on a load.
All right. Now is the dirt thing in there that we saw this morning?
No.
No? Okay, we can't talk about that then. We don't know. Unknown. Unknown. Okay, so that's all the stuff we can
There
talk
could be a
about
couple
there.
more things. We'll see.
It could be a couple more things before this thing goes live, guys. That we'll show you. But I guess it's time to pull out the Dozers and the graders. So far,
I don't think they want to see. They don't want to see that.
Yeah, they don't want to see that. They don't want to see the Dozer and graders, right? They don't want to see that. I don't think so. Not that. I mean, the fog is like by far the best thing about this. 100%.
Absolutely.
I thought it would be like a player join.
Oh yeah. I mean, that might be
That's the
it too
second
as well.
best thing.
That's the second best thing. Yeah, that's the second.
Oh, so let me pull this Dozer out. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
What did you just do to my Dozer? Technical error.
That's interesting.
What'd you do to my damn Dozer, Grubby? What the hell? Do we have any other Dozers around?
The one, what I expected to happen didn't happen like it happened before or earlier.
Give me this Dozer. That's it. What'd you do to my Dozer?
None of them are spawning for me. Okay. There might be a little thing you have to deal with.
The old ones?
Yeah, the old one, or I just tried to buy a new one. I don't think it plays either. Let's see. Try again.
What if we...
We
what
may
if
have
we
ran
just...
into another little bug.
We may have just broke something somehow, and...
Yeah, I'm not able to spawn one. You see if you can spawn one.
Nah, I think I know what it is. I think we're trying to throw it on this drone, bro. Come over here.
Then where are they going?
Can we spawn anything? All right, 1 second, guys. This was not happening at all. And that can spawn. Little dio here. Stealth Dozers. Oh, hey, Grubby. Did you turn something off there, bud? I know the problem. I think I know the problem. I turned something off.
Okay.
I had it on before. Let's hope it works. Aha!
Yeah.
Victory!
Yeah.
Make sure you note that, by the way, because if this thing goes live and no one can spawn their Dozers, they'll be like, what the hell? Dozer left the chat, bro. Like I said, this is alpha. We're in alpha right now, alpha footage. This is not a full build going out yet. So, all right, go and spawn. What's your weapon of choice here, Grumpy? What have you been liking? Have you been liking the 6-way, or should we just wait to show them that? The Dozer's a little bit camera shy. Yeah, he's a little shy.
I kind of like the regular one best, but I don't mind the 6-way, but
Yeah, it's a little too many people for me. Feel a little neglected. Okay, let's see here. Oh, hey, Black Betty. There it is. Okay, this is what happens with your old Dozers, right? So, yeah, that you shouldn't even be able to spawn them. But yeah.
Christian said it's something they forgot. They're gonna fix it.
Okay, so pretty much the old Dozers are completely. They don't work anywhere near like what the new ones do, right? So this is like a Generation 2 Dozer. That's a Gen 3, right? So they'll get rid of those for you guys.
You'll probably never see them again. They'll probably just sell them for you.
They'll probably just auto sell them for you
Would
guys.
be my
Yeah.
guess.
All right. Let's go over a few things that I have to go over now that I'm in this piece of equipment. All right. You see the new indicator at the bottom of the screen. Let me turn that off. That's kind of loud. So you have you had the old GPS, which is still a GPS, right? It's still a GPS, but now you have the pretty much the level indicator on the Dozer down at the bottom. This will also show up in first person, like right down to your screen. So if you're in the first person player, it'll show up down there. Now I'll go over this again I'll go over this here for you guys, so that way you guys can kind of see what it does and how it interacts. Ooh, that was broken. Okay, fire this thing up. So the number in the top right in the center, that is your chassis indicator, right? Can I fix the screen? What do you mean?
You are on the vertical view.
Oh, you're on the vertical view. Yes, yes.
We'll compress
let
on
me-
YouTube.
Let me move that down there for you guys on vertical. It's covering you guys up down there. Okay, so you have the white number at the top. Let's just talk about that. So the white number represents the chassis, right? The chassis of the vehicle, right? So then you have I don't have my little pointer arrow, so sorry guys, apologies. So the top number in the center is the chassis roll angle. So left and right roll. And the bottom one down by the Ripper icon down there, that is your chassis tilt angle up and down, right? So your elevation. Then you have the Dozer's blade left and right. And then you have the elevation down in front of the blade. That's what those indicate. You also still have a GPS? No, I don't. You still have the old GPS as well, right? So let's grab the GPS, slap it on the Dozer, boom, and then that still spawns. You can't see it on vertical though, because it doesn't show that part of the screen. I do have a horizontal stream running, or you can watch on Twitch, so that way you can see the full picture if you guys want. The link is in the description, up above in the pinned for the normal view. Okay, so you still have your thing. You can still run the GPS exactly how you would like, but let's go ahead and fire this thing up, and we'll go over that because this is new. So on here, you can show blade pitch, right? Then this will lift up. Now you can see the number down at the bottom changing when I lift the blade up and down, right? So that's going to tell me my angle of my blade. And you can see how the white number back by the Ripper, that is -1, because that is actually -1 going down, right? So then we're gonna pitch the blade all the way back. Also, mind you, from what we were told, pitching the blade, forward and back does not really do much right now in its current state. Now if I take the blade, let me kind of face head on with it. If we tilt it, you can see it's going to go over to about 9 to 10, depending on I'm already sitting on kind of uneven ground, but it's about 10-degree swing left and right. So there's the difference. See that they're 1.4, so it's in between. My chassis is at a 0.4, so that's why you're missing that difference right there. So it's a little there. It kind of rounds a little bit, so it's close enough. Okay, let's drop the blade to about an even setting. Oh, that's another thing too, is the Dozer, if you now hold the thing, it'll turn faster, right? It doesn't like just sit there and go super slow. That's another thing that they changed too. That's actually not in the patch notes. See how the Dozer handles a lot better now?
You talked about it in the Friday update. It's not in the
Yeah,
patch notes, yeah.
it's not in the patch notes, but he talked about it in the Friday update. Okay, so let me explain this I'm going to explain this as far as like maybe new people that maybe have a hard time with the Dozer. Let's go ahead and...
I'm going to start flattening this little hill over here while you do that.
I'm coming over here to you. So the Dozer has been changed fundamentally. You can watch the bottom of the indicator, and and how that works. It would be nice if we could get the... Which one is it? See how it's missing the gray box, Grumpy, under it? Under the gray box mode for the UI? Another thing that they forgot to do. Under the indicator menu. Alright, so I guess let's put this tilt in. So right now my chassis is at a 5.2 to my right? So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to compensate by coming over here to about a -1, which is to the left. I'm going to compensate and watch what happens. I'm going to come down. I'm going to try to keep this thing about... I'll just go there. I'm going to have to ride it a little bit. Now watch what happens to the chassis when I just leave it here. See how that moved over now? Because I'm now starting to sit on what I just dozed. So now I'm going to move this back. I'm going to half the number to the left. So it's at 4. We're just going to go 2. I'm going to lift up on my blade a little bit, and I'm going to push in. And then until, see, now I went too far. Now it says minus. So I'm going to compensate and go back a little bit. And I'm going to go to maybe, yeah, let's go 0.6. Lift up, push. And this number is going to come back to center once I get even. You can see how it automatically adjusts, right? It'll automatically adjust based upon what the ground you're sitting on. Right, so your chassis will always follow your blade now, which is extremely important. It'll always follow your blade. Same thing with the elevation indicator. It'll always follow your blade once you get your chassis onto what you just dozed. That is the biggest fundamentals, like I've always tried to teach when dozing in this game, right? That is freaking insane that we have that now. Now, I'm not even looking at the GPS. I'm just trying to watch that down there. Right, to kind of show you guys, give you guys a little thing. But as you see the dozer pushing, right, and that's kind of how intuitive it is to now use the dozer. See, now I'm zeroed out almost. So I'm going to back my blade back down to 0. I'm going to lock my GPS, hit my tilt on my dozer, and I'm going to start pushing. And watch what happens. This is the new dozer recreation. The dozer shifts down in gear. The turbos fire up. And it starts going slow. Look how smooth this thing is. I got to compensate a little bit. Again, make a couple taps on my keyboard. And look at what the dozer's doing. It's side casting. Let's compensate again. The dozer's pushing, and it's pushing the material off to the side. As well as way out in front of me. Now I'm gonna slough this up off here. So I'm just gonna kind of climb. I'm gonna climb a little bit. I'm gonna kind of drop my blade up and down. Now the only thing this thing is missing is automatic GPS, where you set the grade and it'll automatically lift up and down as you're moving. But now they have all the controls and telemetry to be able to do that stuff, right? And in real time. So now I was lifting my blade up and down here, so I made these bumps, not the dozer. I made the bumps. All right, so I made those bumps going up. Now, however, you bring the roller over this, it'll flatten it right out, no problem. It'll go amazing. So it also made these right here, right? That's new as well, too. It didn't really do that before. If you guys were paying attention to it, watch what happens. The dozer now doesn't delete material hardly at all. The blade's full, then it starts projecting, right? And look how much it's projecting to the side now. See how it's creating that little slope, that side cast? That's actually what it's called technically, right? In material, side casting. So it's side cast properly. Now I'm going to unload the blade. I'm going to lift up and push and mount it up right there in front. It happens so fast without lag, you really got to pay attention to it, right? And then I can push it and carry it and move that there. I'm going to come over. We'll leave that side real quick for something here in a second, and I'll show you guys. Let's compensate. I'm at a 7. Let's bring it back to center. And now that I'm closer to center, I'll bring that blade right back down to 0. Now I'm riding like that 3. 2 to 3. You notice there is no fill indicator anymore. That is correct. There's no fill indicator anymore. There's no need for it on the dozer. It's all automatic now. So that way it feels a little bit more real and a little bit more intuitive. And being able to push material. Now watch what happens when I take a big push to the front off this hill. It'll mound up properly now. Oh, just wait. That's nothing. Oh, you'll get giddy on these ones here in a second. Let me create the scenario here for you. So you notice there's no bounce. There's no bounce in the Dozer anymore. The Dozer's the correct speed. The RPMs are great. The sound, the feel of the Dozer feels much better because it slows it down. So you don't have to jump into sequential and do all that hoopla for yourself. You can just jump in, play, have fun. Novice Dozers can learn how to play a lot easier. No crazy needing to watch 40 tutorials. And so you're able to fill in holes now with your material. You're able to push material off the side of hills. You're able to create pay piles now. We kind of did a factoring. It seems like it deletes around... It seems like it deletes roughly like around 10% of material pushed. Where before it was deleting like 95%. Right? So, yeah. Let me go to the 6-way Dozer now.
Some of that still depends on how you push, too.
Yes, that is true. That is true. All right, let's okay. 6-way Dozer. We got my new little friend now. Let's see if I can remember my key bindings. My new little friend. Same things down there, by the way. Same thing. See what my key bindings are. Nope, it's this one. Okay. I'm gonna pitch this blade all the way to the side, like that, right? Let's go. My chassis is at a 7. Let's go to let's go to like 0.1, so it's pretty close, right? Now watch this. Let's see if I can operate the Dozer and show you guys a good view here, right? So. Now you'll see what happens. Sorry, the Dozer is too much off to one side. Let's just get a good clean spot here. So what you'll notice is when the blade is pitched to one side, once it's full, it doesn't side cast to the side that's not leaning towards, right? No, it just looks like that because I'm not actually pushing a lot of material, right? So it's hard to do this on top of this hill up here. It won't push. It won't really push material. I need a flatter spot to try this on here. One sec. Be difficult to try to use that up here. One sec.
Over here.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'll just move your ass. I was gonna go down there, but since you're already right here, I'll show a little flatter. Okay, so when the blade's facing straight forward, this Dozer always just pushed like any other Dozer, no matter how you had the blade angle, left or right. You know what I mean? It didn't matter. Oops, don't want to tab out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pitch this blade all the way over and then just lower it, and then I'm gonna push along that. And you shouldn't see really anything coming out the right side. It'll fill up and then it'll go and spit it out mainly to the side on the thing. See how there's no remounting on the right side? It only wanted to remount on the left. And it pushed it up higher than it was. But this blade's kind of small. It doesn't have a lot of like pushing power, but it's great when you're running behind another Dozer to clean up that side cast on its side. Now you can also do that with the I wouldn't do it with the grader when it's this bumpy. But watch what happens when I go like this now. I'm going to push from this side. And it should show you guys a better... See, now you can see the side casting to this side. See, now it's only forming now on the other side and in front of it a little bit. Are frames better with multiplayer? Yeah, there's like no lag at all. We've had like 4 or 5 Dozers running. and it doesn't. I don't see any FPS drops at all. Yeah, I'm not actually moving a lot of material, right? It's just kind of carrying it and dispersing it a little lower. Yeah, it's hard to give you guys a great shot of it because, you know, got to operate the damn thing. And there we go. Straight line on one side, casting on the other. It will go a little bit to both sides. It will go a little bit on both. It'll deform the other side a little bit. I'm stuck on something. There we go. Right there. You saw that line? So before this update, the blade always just straight pushed or straight deleted. There was no angle to the blade at all. None. Now we have at least a line. You can see it spawn, right? You saw it spawn from like right here to here when that dozer popped, right? So, and you can see it's clearly generated in an angle, right? No, they ended up not doing the back dragging. They had a lot of problems with that. But there could be maybe something later on for back dragging. We don't know. But right now it's not implemented. How much material are you pushing there? Bring the big boy back out. I'm going to come right back down onto this thing where Grumpy's at. I'm going to push out on his side. Find his. Lock the tilt. Let's go to 7, and I'm going to push it out and see if I can kind of carry his. And he's going a little low there as he's dragging out, and then it kind of goes high towards the end. That's all right, though, because the dozer will bog and start to lift because it can't push the material. It'll start to gain an incline, but as you see, it's starting to fill. I'll push that material off the edge. Ghost Grader, we will get to that here in a second. We got plenty of time here today. We'll be up in that here in a sec. So I'm holding a chassis angle between 1 and 2 on the bottom, so it's elevation. And keep in mind, we're just going quickly, right? We're not really trying to keep a grade. But you can always come back on your next pass and go a little on the higher side, and you'll watch it fill in where the other side isn't, and then it'll push out, right?
It's something we probably should show too. If you can actually push too big of a
Oh yeah. I'll show
area
that
ahead
in a
of
sec.
you, and it'll actually stop. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what we're doing right now wasn't even possible with the dozers at all. Like you can see, we're actually taking this mountain down and we're pushing it into the ravine, right? So that wasn't possible as well. So that means you're going to be able to dump material down with a dozer and push it into a pay pile near a wash plant, and you're going to be able to simulate and role play a little bit better. when I try to match the grade between two different machines, the elevation number is different. On the GPS, yes. Not on the GPS, yes. The GPS is not correct across all the vehicles in the current thing. This is not a GPS update, though. This is a machinery elevation and control attitude, right, for the vehicle. Mainly the graders and the dozers only, pretty much, right? So this one's only grader and dozer. Do not believe they changed anything with the other pieces of equipment right now. So how this handles material is much, much, much more improved over the original system. No problem at all. Yeah, yeah. Now there's it's only attitude control and GPS hasn't been changed. So GPS is more just a reference. So see, I set my GPS level on this dozer. We'll just set it right. We'll just say I want to put my blade down here and that's my height. I'm going to flatten. And if I look at my grade, I'm already facing downhill. So I'm going to have to compensate for that. All this game is all manual, right? Like everything's manual. I mean, I know a lot of you guys want auto GPS and stuff like that, right? So, you know, I'm sitting at a negative 1.3. So I'm facing, that means I'm going downhill. Let's get this thing -1. So right now I'm sitting at pretty dang near close to flat. And I gotta lift the blade up a little bit because it's kind of, but I am pitched to my left, which is indicated on the top. So you can see everything what's going on. No, this is only dozer and grader changes for this one and all the production stuff that we mentioned earlier. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Yeah. So what Grumpy was talking about with the dozers, and I think that's probably one of the last things that we'll show with the dozer, and then we'll jump into the grader for a bit. Keep in mind, I am absolutely horrible with the grader, by the way. I don't think I have like any of my controls set for the grader. Let's come down here and I'm going to show you guys something. No, this update is not out right now. They're still polishing quite a few things. It is not currently out for beta yet. But I heard soon. Soon? Yes. Soonish. Should I tell him, Grumpy? Should I tell him?
Okay. Well,
Hold on, 1 second. Hold on. I gotta look at something here. 1 second. I gotta make sure. I gotta get confirmation. Yeah, I got it perfect. Got it perfect. Now there's one other thing that I need. We only have 147 likes. If you guys been enjoying this stream, I've literally done these for every update that's came out except for one. And if you guys enjoy me doing these and just showing you guys no BS, this is what's coming out, early alpha. If you guys enjoy it, smash the like buttons, dude. Like I really just do enjoy doing these and showing you guys what's coming out, right? Like, and you know, because it's different just seeing somebody look at a patch note and go, oh, this is what's coming out. Oh, thanks for watching the video. Like and subscribe, right? So you guys can smash that up for me, dude. I appreciate it, bros. Much love. Normally I don't do that, but you know, YouTube tells me to do it more and things like that, right? But we can get to 200 and then we'll release something here. Guys, let me open up my YouTube. Let me look at something here. This is something else you guys have been wanting to know too as well. I'm doing that. You can do me a favor. Smash that like button. Okay. I won't ask you to subscribe. It's okay. Don't worry. I won't do that. Alrighty, ready. So, make sure I put the right thing.
it'll definitely be out before GTA 6.
He'll definitely be out before GTA 6.
I don't know, maybe.
We now on my main page on the channel, you'll see something tomorrow. We'll be doing another podcast with the dev. We're sitting down, chat with him, so you guys can ask him directly. Keep in mind, he does have a cold. He's like, dude, I'm sick. And I'm like, well, hey, guess what? I have windstorms. So, hey, we're par for the course for almost every time we've done a sit down and chat with him. So, yeah, it's, we will be doing that tomorrow at 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So if you guys are interested in coming in, hanging out, we're going to be just jumping. We're just going to be talking with the dev. We're going to be dinking around, answering a bunch of your guys' questions, and we're going to be dinking around with the update. And possibly, I think the last time, depending on how he's feeling, you might want to do some Clash of the Operators. So that stream is now posted. So yeah, hopefully everything goes well and they can give us an idea of possibly when it's coming out. So, but we'll get back to the Dozer here. Appreciate you guys for smashing that like button. All right, so with the Dozer, you guys remember how we used to do like tunnel mountains? That is very, very, very difficult to do. If it does it right now, Grumpy, I swear to everything that is holy. Why is it doing it now? What did they change? That one change, Grumpy, is what is doing it.
Could be.
That I can't talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they changed something this morning where this wouldn't have been possible, but it now makes the Dozer a little weird. So this was not possible. Trust me on that one. The Dozer does not react.
Still difficult to do. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still more difficult to do, but that was not happening in the actual last build that we had the other night. Because what it was doing, it would just stop. It wouldn't push anymore. Now we're still able to push because of that feature, Grumpy. So they're going to need to see what it's doing now, Grumpy.
Yeah.
So that's going to have to be reverted. You might need to write that down because that's not a... It makes the Dozers not what they were supposed to do. And then it just turned it into a deletion monster again, so... Yeah, that's not supposed to be possible, what I just did there, guys. So keep in mind, early alpha footage, that is, yeah, that was not possible.
It didn't do that till today, so.
It didn't do any of that, or what I just happened there. It didn't do any of that until literally just today. So that is the downside of watching early alpha footage. Is certain things will react different depending on when they do the update. We try not to, you know, leak too much or show too much that we can't show because some things may not make it in. The thing that they changed, we can't even really talk about because it's experimental. So yeah, it's obviously not working the way it should. So told you every release is delayed due to split breaking things. Hey, listen, it was working fine yesterday. Beautifully. See, I don't like what the Dozer was just doing there. That from my own personal taste, that's not okay. And it wasn't doing that at all. So, but we know what it is, so we can talk to them about it and have them potentially see if they can get that fixed again or revert it. But it has to do with a physics change that we kind of need, so it's very bummer that it kind of makes the Dozers react that way. Because normally you'd push up like that and they would just stop, right? Okay, let's jump in the grader. They did make some changes to the grader. So last night. So let's cross our fingers here. Let's cross our fingers. I'm gonna go up here where there's more of like a road. Because yeah, you wouldn't use a grader on terrain like this, right? And I think people need to realize that. Like that the graders aren't really meant for off-roading, guys. Let's keep that to yeah. People are like, oh, I need to use the grader like it's a Dozer. Yeah, no, sorry. Let's go over by the old pit and see what we can find over here. No, sorry, I can't. I wish I could just be full and say full, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to you know, we don't want to have the devs go, no, that's not what we can do anymore. And then people get excited for something. So, you know. Well, first off, the dozers do not create material or the loaders or graders do not create anything underneath. Hopefully it's not, there is an issue. I guess we should talk about that real quick before I do this.
Yeah.
So there is an issue with existing maps right now, guys. And they are working on the issue, but I'm not sure how long it's going to take them to get it fully, because it is a massive thing. Old existing maps do have a voxel difference between new maps and old maps. And I don't know if they fixed it or not, but we'll go ahead and take a look here. Let's lower this down.
I think,
Let me see what my...
it's nothing that breaks the game. It's just something you have to cope with.
I don't know if I have my bindings correct for this thing. I'm going to pitch this thing all the way out. And the same thing will apply. You'll see, look. Now, you won't have to run a new save. It's just,
There'll be some compensations you'll have to make for and stuff. And it's not really a huge deal. It's just
no, it's not really a
something you
huge
have to-
deal. It's just, yeah. But let's make sure I'm hitting that with that blade, and we'll push it over to the other side. Like I said, I'm a horrible grader operator, by the way, so.
Oh, okay.
I am a horrible grader operator. But we're doing things with it right now that were never possible before. I know I keep saying that today, but it's like the theme of the day. But it's true. We could never do that before. I don't even have my blade pitched correctly on the side. Not tilted all the way. I don't even know if my keybinds are active for that. And see, there's nothing to move, so it's just kind of flattening right now. Right? So it's taking that row and it's dispersing it all properly underneath of me. And plus there was an elevation change. But I can take that and I can grade that the way I want to. All right, so if I back up, I set my pitch of my blade here. Yeah, I want to put like a 10 degree on it. I can just ride it at the 13 degree. It's going to the 16, but I can kind of compensate and kind of ride it and keep it there. Yeah, I can move the blade to the right also, but like I said, I literally don't have my keybinds made for it, so sorry for the crappy. Let's just gouge. Let me just show you what happens when we gouge in, right? Let's go extreme. You're hitting the frame for one, which is what you would do. Let me level out. Let's lift up a little bit. Let's go to the extreme 100% newbiness so you guys can see how it works and how it used to work versus what it is now. See, so even then, me being as noob as I am with the grader, right? Like I can still compensate by looking at the indicator and still do that, right? So with only having like 2 things bound. It's ridiculously better, right? So, can it go horizontal yet? I do not believe so, actually. No.
No.
I think so. So one issue that we were talking about, and I guess we'll demonstrate it, and hopefully it doesn't do it. Hopefully it doesn't do it. We'll just do it anyways. Why? For science, and yeah. What we were talking about was that. Yeah, I turned the roller on, it just fell down. And now it's going to bounce a little bit, and then it's going to catch and roll. Watch how much roll deformation's happening. This is kind of what we're talking about on older saves prior to this update. The overrolling issue is compounded with the new grader and the dozer. However, you will see The ground will be really nice and smooth after running over it with the excavator, or not with the grader or the dozer. So you could be a complete noob in the grader and still make it do something decent, like my horrible grading skills here. We have a shovel, though.
Hopefully they'll have automatic.
Hopefully one of these days I'll have automatic so that way noobs like me with the grader can actually make it the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, me too.
It's all maps technically. It's not just it's all maps will have that extra roll feature if you already have a pre-existing save and already dug material. So if we grab the grader, I'm gonna grab a grader too, Grumpy. Let's go find somewhere. I mean, I guess I can just we can just pop a brand new save, right?
Good. Let's
Yeah.
take a second.
Take a second. 1 second, guys. Not like it's not that they can log into it when there's the password. So, main menu, load. I'll hide my screen for 2 reasons. I'm gonna go to your screen real quick. Let me know when you're done.
All right, I'm on the main screen, so you tell me when you're ready for me to come in. Let me switch
Yeah, yeah.
back.
Okay, it's our normal password.
All right.
Let's go here and we'll show you the difference, like what we're talking about. The Discord link for this is not I don't have the links posted in this chat.
That's fine. I got it.
Whoop, it's peered into the ground. This will give you a better idea. Like I'll be able to show you a little bit better on how the I don't even know what my keybinds are. Okay. Is my outshoot. Right, left. No. No.
There's too many right lefts in this with the grader.
I know. Oh, there we go. It's shift left. That's what my thing is. Let me give you your requirements here.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. So let's drop this thing down. Let's keep it at 0 if we can. Right.
He just wants me in a grader to show somebody with worse skills than him.
Yeah, I do. I'm horrible with the grader. Yeah, I'm tilting drastically to one side now. Right, so I can bring it back though. See how I'm bringing it back off the thing? And now that I'm in center, I can kind of like keep it at the 0. Then let's kind of go back a little bit and tilt it. There we go. There we go. Now, if he tilts his blade all the way out to his left, he should be able to windrow that now coming through. The blade will reach out a little further, Grumpy, than that, so.
I pushed it out all the way to the side already.
Oh, you noobing it. How dare. Making my nice pile look all dookie. I thought he was actually gonna do it properly. What a noob. Yeah, the actual, I just literally don't have it all set up, but you can change all of the offsets for the vehicle's chassis. 1 second here. Graders, controls, grader. Yeah, so you can tilt wheels. So we'll just go 8, 2, Save. I can tilt the wheels as well. He butchered it, chat. He butchered it. My beautiful line. He just deleted it.
Okay, I'm spreading it out. That's what you're supposed to do with the grader.
Do you have your offset? Your actual like
Oh, yeah, something. They're set to something.
or set to something. Just noobed up my line hardcore. I don't know what we're gonna do with him now, chat. Yeah, I'm gonna create my own line. You can really see how the new level indicator system works very well with the grader. Like it is, you can see how am I compensating and then getting it kind of dialed into the 0 is working. Let's back it in. Put the tilt back where the tilt was supposed to be, and let's go back more to center. I did a ramp from the bottom of the valley floor. Well, we'll leave that one up to you guys. I have plenty of time to practice in the grader now at this point. Right, so now, one thing that's kind of cool is oh, there's Grumpy's line here. Let's see, what was it? Shift. I'm gonna slide this thing all the way out over to the other side now. Oh, my crappy angle. No. What a noob. You look how newbie I am, but the game makes it look decent still. Hell yeah. W for the game, making grader operator look decent at least. I can go a little lower. Grumpy's only doing good because I made the first pass. Right. Chat, you're supposed to agree with me. Come on, what the hell, chat? You can't tell me that this thing is not insane now. Seeing how newbie I am at this thing, right? Like, holy hell. I didn't do too bad. I didn't do too bad. Yeah, they do offset as well. I just don't have the keybind set for it.
I got mine offset.
Okay, you got yours offset? Let me take a look here. Okay, cool. Awesome. I don't have my keybind set. There you go. So you see how you offset the vehicle now? You can offset them and move your blade up. You can't use... Is it messing with your brain, dude?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Split.
chat.
Show them how it's done, Split. There you go. Show them how it's done. What are you doing?
Nah, hell no, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. Not happening. So yeah, so all that peer pressure there you guys just put on Grumpy. Thanks guys, I appreciate you. You guys sabotaged him. Hell yeah. Dubs for the chat. Legends. So I mean, like guys, let's be real here. Be real here. Is this update a banger? Like 1 out of 10. What do you guys think, chat? Is it a banger? Did they do a good job? I mean, obviously this is alpha footage. There's still a little bit of tweaking that needs to be done. I give this update compared to everything that we had. I know it may not be perfect or exactly what people wanted. Just keep that in mind, right? Like, from that's just my opinion. It's not be exactly what people wanted, or they maybe thought of something different. They had different expectations, things like that. I give it a good solid. I give it a good solid 8.5, 8.59. Like it's versus what we had. If just being comparing the different contrasts, from what we had, the new level indicator, the performance updates though I think is the hidden gem. It's the hidden gem of this update. While the Dozers and the graders are much better, like vastly better, the night and day difference. Like the level indicator system actually giving you an idea of what's going on in real time with your grade, pitch, roll, and it being able to actually move material, all that stuff, right? Like that's, yeah, it's crazy. The new power change, so that way you guys can plug power inline anywhere that you want. That's a banger. The production, performance fixes, that's amazing. The Dozer performance fixes in multiplayer and single player is insane. The green layer lag, maybe this update might be a 10. Yeah, it might be a 10. There's nothing that's worse than it was before. Everything is elevated to a point where it was like, okay, cool. Like if you obviously you can nitpick everything, right? It's for me, for us, we've had a problem. Like, I'll be honest, reason why I really haven't been streaming is because every time we do testing, we're testing stuff, then all of a sudden we just get talking, and then all of a sudden we've been dozing for 4.5 hours. And we're like, what happened? What happened? Oh, well, that mountain just got pushed off into a ravine. Well, that was good. Did that for ever. And yeah. Obviously, I haven't practiced that much with the grader, but I can't wait to see what you guys can do with these, like the graders and stuff like that, right? Because I know a lot of you guys have been really, really, really wanting to be able to keep things a little bit more flat, and obviously this is not flat. But if you ran over with this with the roller, like Grumpy's going to do, you'll see that it's not going to bound up as much, right? Now, see, it's not jumpy like the old map, right? But then it's going to take most of that and most of it's going to be fixed. Right, then you'll be able to come over with the asphalt roller and it'll look much more flat. It's obviously not going to be perfect because the way that they generate the material, it's not going to be perfect, guys. It's not going to be laser flat. Maybe, down the road, we'll be able to get to run a rock truck down here with some rock, right? And then be able to put a really nice fine grade on it and then hit it with the roller and build like a nice road base. Little things. You know what I mean? And little improvements here and there as the game's been being developed, I think is the key to keep in perspective, right?
And just see some side casting.
Yeah, so we didn't have any side casting at all, right? It was just pure deletion in the Dozers and the graders. The graders don't make material anymore and turn material into other material. That's also a huge bonus, right? There's so many things there, right? Like so many things, right? We can have a laser perfect when we get auto GPS. I mean, yeah, I mean it definitely, right? Like they're I mean, even with equipment in real life, you still see them come out before they roll it and the machine didn't quite make it perfect, right? So you'll see someone come out with like a bucket of stuff and compact it by hand. It happens. But yeah, this is, I mean, right here, people right here would wish their ground was that flat, right? And we're noobs with a grader, so like we rarely use the grader because it was so jank for so many years, right? It was just ugh. But I mean, for me and Grumpy to butcher the ground the way that we did and then be able to put it and smooth it out is to where it's like this, a little bit of this and a little bit of that somewhere else, maybe running back over with the grader and give it a good little skim again. and hit it with a roller again, you'd be able to get a nice little outcome. If you look back here, that's not bad for noobs, the graders. Pardon, yeah, it's not bad at all, right? So, I mean, I know we couldn't do that before, so I guess that's a bonus, right? But yeah, we
Didn't even
are
try that
doing.
before.
Yeah, I wouldn't even think about trying to do it before. It was no, it was just a flat no. The belly trucks would be cool. Yeah, that'd be really nice. That would be really nice. Also, too, so keep this in mind. This is like the reason why they haven't put this out to the other vehicles yet, because the Dozers and the graders really needed a lot of love. They call them bladed equipment, right? The bladed equipment needed love, but it doesn't mean that a majority of these things they put in, it doesn't mean that these can't be also altered and put to the other vehicles as well, and the future vehicles, right? So these are just the guinea pigs in a sense, right? These ones are just these are the test models, and I think so far they've done a great job on advancing it to a version 3 dirt physics, and yeah. So the dirt dispersion still has a little bit of testing here to go, but keep in mind this is alpha. This is all alpha. It'll be going to beta soon, and you guys can give your opinions and stuff like that when it's out to everybody. And join the Discord. Put in the suggestions thing. You know, bring out your little, Microsoft Paint, squiggly lines. Hey, devs, maybe you can do this, or maybe tweak it a little bit like this or like that, right? So we try to keep our opinions to the way the equipment should work to a neutral state, so that way, because we may like something you guys don't like, so that'd be very dumb of us to go, oh hey, this is the way it should work and everybody should just suck it. No, we don't want to do that at all. That's not what we're doing here at all. So when this thing hits live, that's when you guys can get in and help out with the game. The devs obviously listen to what you guys have to say to a point when they're working on things. They obviously are not going to jump out of their way and work on something that's years down the road because you're going to complain about it. Let's just be honest about that. Like, try to keep it towards what they're working on at the moment. If the community can come together a little bit better and work on certain things while they're working on them, you have a better chance at something getting changed, right?
Realistically, guys, if you come in and say that the Dozers need a complete rework, that's not going to happen. They just
Yeah.
reworked them.
Yeah, no, exactly.
But if you say maybe it needs to push a little more of this or do a little more of that, something they can just tune, that might get changed until the next time they come out.
Yeah,
Dozer.
most people come at it from an aggressive, constructive criticism, but it's always y'all just rework the whole thing. That ain't happening, boys. That ain't happening. Like Grumpy said, little tweaks here or there. Just have a nice little visual representation, maybe a little video, and then explain it, and they'll change it, dudes. Like if it makes sense and they could do it, they'll change it more than likely. But it has to be what they're working on. You can't just interrupt their workflow when they are starting to move on to something else. So your guys' chance to do this and interject your guys' stuff into the game on what they're currently working on, read the patch notes, look at the patch notes when they come out, and go, oh, okay, well, maybe this and that, maybe this. Don't write a graphic novel for them, guys. Oh my gosh, they're just going to look at it and go, holy crap, dude. Like, we can't please this person anyways, no matter what we do. Most developers will do that. If you write a novel, they won't. Most devs do not look at them. It's just too much to read through everybody's novels that they write constantly. So keep it tuned, keep it tight, keep it good, documented, but in as shortest form you possibly can. When you're typing up your little AI nerd thing spreadsheet you're going to send them with a billion things that they have to read, go to freaking ChatGPT and go, bruh, keep this thing to like as short as you possibly can, so that way nobody will just skim past it. You know, that's just the world that is nowadays, guys. There's so much that they have to read from so many different people, and it's crazy, right?
They're not native English speakers, too. So if you're trying to write English to them and you write big, long paragraphs of stuff that they have to process, it's harder for them. It's not easier.
Yeah. Make it easy on them, right? Make it easy on them, boys. Yeah. So
we'll
be
don't understand or can't understand. It's just harder for them so don't make it harder.
Yep. But anyways, dudes, that's about all I have for you guys today. A little longer than I was expecting on going today, but it seems like stream. I said, if you guys enjoyed this today and you guys want me to do more of these every time an update comes out or getting close to coming out, make sure you guys smash the like button. Let me know what's going on. Yeah, today I'm going to work on some more stuff. I'll get the video of this, well, posted to you guys here soon. So anybody who maybe missed the stream can watch the short and condensed version of it, where we actually look like I know what I'm doing in the grader. You know, the power of editing, right? But yeah, no problem. Sneak peeks are I love being able to sit down and communicate with you guys and see how you guys are feeling about things, and you know, the devs obviously watch this and see your guys' reactions and how you guys are you know, talking about it. So and the Q&A will be tomorrow at 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So keep an eye out, dudes. Keep an eye out. You guys always know around those times. You guys know. But other than that, dudes, Grubby, thanks for helping me out today. And everybody else, you guys have a great night. I think Dobie's gonna be streaming something today, guys. I got a lot more work to do.
Yeah,
over the
I'm gonna
next...
be doing the new playtest they want me to do for the Alaska Gold game.
Okay, Alaska Gold Fever. Nice, nice. But yeah, dudes, thank you guys. Like I said, thank you guys for smashing the like button. Thank you guys very much for being here. If I missed your questions, just because there was so much to go through. Sorry, guys. The podcast tomorrow, guys. Keep it friendly, keep it clean. We're not there to rant and rage at them. It's supposed to be a fun thing that the developers can, you know, sit down and talk with us and just shoot the shit, boy. You know what I mean? Most of the stuff there, we're just theory crafting with the dev, right? So just keep it healthy and keep it good. And then we'll be popping your guys' questions up on the stream. And then we'll be doing a little bit of a recap on those coming through also as well. So do a lot better job at covering these updates and, you know, moving into the future of coming into Out of Wars. Coming up on almost 4 years, boys. Almost 4 years. That's crazy, right? Remember the old days back in the... But dudes, much love. Have fun. And we will catch you guys tomorrow. Yeah, podcast day tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. Something like that. Anyways,
Later,
peace.
Rolling out for the night. Thanks for watching, fam. You keep the crew alive. If you like the stream, then go tell a friend. Hit that share button, run it back again. Engines roar.